What do you say? You in?
You should have gone for the head.
Hey everybody, it's Charlie. Netflix and Marvel just canceled Iron Fist and Luke Cage, and it is no coincidence that both of those shows got canceled within a week of each other. Iron Fist was canceled last week, Luke Cage was canceled during the Daredevil Season 3 premiere just recently. So I'll explain what's going on. There's been a couple of insider statements about what happened between Marvel and Netflix exactly that led to the cancellation. It's not quite as complicated as it seems, but it's a confluence of a couple different events including budget, creative direction of the shows, and this new Disney streaming service. So if you're new to the channel, there's a new round of that Spider-Man PS4 game giveaway. All you have to do to enter is be a subscriber and leave a comment on the video. This is the official statement from Netflix about Luke Cage recently. They say, unfortunately, Marvel's Luke Cage will not return for a third season. Everyone at Marvel Television and Netflix is grateful to the dedicated showrunner, writers, cast, and crew who brought Harlem's hero to life for the past 2 seasons and to the fans who have supported the series. Same deal for Iron Fist last week. Thank you for the support, but Iron Fist will not continue. Marvel has already said that Iron Fist the character will continue in the universe, meaning that he'll pop up on the other shows and cameos and guest starring spots, like he showed up during Luke Cage for a Heroes for Hire single episode. Presumably he would just continue to do that on which of the other Netflix shows continue to get new seasons. Right now, the only new seasons that we know we're confirmed to get are Punisher Season 2, they've finished shooting that a while ago, and Jessica Jones Season 3, they've also finished shooting that. Those will air early next year. But the thing is that because they've already shot those, and there haven't been any big crossovers already, you're not going to see those characters pop up on those next seasons. If you saw Luke Cage and Iron Fist show up on the other TV shows, it wouldn't be until Daredevil got a 4th season, Punisher got a 3rd season, or Jessica Jones got a 4th season. Now, none of those have been confirmed. Jeff Loeb did say that there were plans already for Daredevil Seasons 4 and 5, but Netflix hasn't confirmed that Daredevil has been renewed for Season 4. I am crossing my fingers that Netflix doesn't also cancel Daredevil, and this isn't like a bloodbath, and then they just wait till Jessica Jones and Punisher premiere, and then cancel those TV shows too, if this winds up being a really big line in the sand. But here's the real reason that people have been talking about why Luke Cage in particular was canceled, because even though it might not have brought in the subscriber numbers that a season of Daredevil might, it still was usually nominated for a lot of awards, and there are only a couple of things that Netflix cares about. They care about bringing in new subscribers and winning awards. So if your show does one of those 2 things really well and it doesn't cost too much, then Netflix will just keep making it for forever. But insiders in this Marvel Netflix deal have said that the Luke Cage cancellation was largely because of creative differences between Netflix and Marvel over the direction that the story was taking during Luke Cage Season 3 and the inability to reach terms for a 3rd season on a business level. That means financially, it also means the number of episodes. Remember how Iron Fist went from the typical 13 episodes that all the Marvel series get down to 10 episodes? Marvel gets paid less money if they produce fewer episodes. And you have to imagine that there are a bunch of lawyers from Marvel that are trying to make Marvel as much money as possible, regardless of what the creative story is or the characters that they're using. And Netflix wants to get that Marvel name, they want to bring in subscribers and pay as little money as possible if they have to for it. If you don't remember, way back when they first announced the deal for all 4 of the Netflix Defenders shows and then the Defenders team up, it came at a time when Netflix was desperate for premium branded content, and Marvel Disney was a huge brand name, so they crazy overpaid for that. They bought 13 episodes of all 4 seasons in bulk, including the Defenders on top of that. You're talking hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars in Marvel's pocket, so they were really happy about that. But the problem is that out of all those seasons, only a couple performed really well, brought in a bunch of new subscribers, and then a couple people just flat out hated or didn't care about. So now that Netflix is in a more mature stage of its business cycle, they have to worry about their budget, meaning that they have to act like a normal network would. So if a show doesn't perform the way they want it to, and it's not headed in a direction that will make it seem like it will perform even better, they have to cancel it. So a really good example is that Heroes for Hire episode that they did during Luke Cage Season 2, probably the most watched episode of the series. Wouldn't it be awesome if they just did a Heroes for Hire TV show?
Patty cake.
What?
Fired up and hit my hands. I'm ready this time.
The problem is that Marvel, on their side of things, is still trying to sell 13 episodes of Iron Fist and 13 episodes of Luke Cage. But if Netflix wanted Luke Cage to team up with Iron Fist, and they definitely do, they would have had to pay extra money on top of the exorbitant fees that they're already paying to Marvel to produce those episodes. And if those episodes don't bring in the subscribers that they want, then financially it's not worth it for them to pay for that. So it's mostly a budget thing. When they say creative differences, Netflix is like, hey, could you just give us more big Marvel characters to team up with Luke Cage? Let's do that, Heroes for Hire. Marvel's like, great, it's going to cost you a whole bunch more money to do that. And you know what? We're not going to give you Moon Knight. We're not going to give you Ghost Rider or any new characters because we're going to keep them for our Disney streaming service that we're launching pretty soon. So it's not a really big conspiracy or anything like that. I don't think that they're secretly going to launch a Heroes for Hire TV show, but I do think that they're able to do that because the thing is that Marvel is obviously hoarding all of its premium content for that Disney streaming service that it's launching. They have Tom Hiddleston doing a Loki TV show based on his movie character. You've never seen a big A-list movie star do a giant TV show in that way before. Same thing with Scarlet Witch's TV show. It's going to be crazy. But Netflix still has the exclusive rights to the shows that it's already doing. It's just that they don't get new characters on top of that. So like Ghost Rider is not going to appear in any of the Netflix Marvel series. Marvel isn't going to give that character up. But that does mean, because they still have the characters that they have right now, they could do a team-up show with Luke Cage and Iron Fist. If they don't wind up doing it, it probably just comes down to subscriber numbers. Like Netflix probably feels like they get more value just having those characters cameo on Daredevil or a future season of Jessica Jones. So odds are what'll probably happen is you'll see Luke Cage and Iron Fist do Heroes for Hire, but when they do, it'll just be them showing up for an episode or two during Daredevil Season 4 or Jessica Jones Season 4. And again, a lot of that's just dependent on whether or not those episodes perform well enough and the show's bringing in enough new subscribers. Because in order to get both of those big stars to do a really big action-heavy episode like you would do with the two of them together, it costs way more money to produce than a normal episode. So odds are Heroes for Hire really only happens on Daredevil because I don't think that Jessica Jones brings in the subscriber numbers that Daredevil does. So I think odds are pretty good that we get Daredevil Season 4. We'll see how Punisher Season 2 performs. I don't think that anybody from the Defenders crossed over to Season 2. That'll probably air sometime March or April next year. So we'll talk more about that when they start dropping trailers for it. They did not attach any Punisher trailers to the end of Daredevil Season 3. So I'll do more Daredevil videos real soon. I'm giving people a chance to watch the series. Just leave all your requests in the comments below and just let me know, what do you want them to do with Iron Fist and Luke Cage if they don't do a Heroes for Hire TV show? What'll happen is Marvel just announced their new Phase 4 movie schedule, so I'll do a new video for that should post in a little while. There's some Titans that I'm working on too, so I'll try to get that out as fast as possible. I'll leave the Marvel giveaway open till I post that. Click here for my breakdown of that new Avengers 4 trailer, and click here for my non-spoilery Daredevil Season 3 review. Thank you so much for watching. Everybody stay awesome. I'll see you guys tonight.